Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Did you guys catch that? It's like my intro song. And I'm here. Welcome to the stream. I haven't played beta since last year. That's 3 months of no betaing. Damn. That fire is creating a hole in the ozone layer. Put it out. Grow up. Isn't the ozone layer, like, getting fixed up? Isn't it fine now? They don't talk about it anymore. When I was a kid, it felt like it was, like, the biggest problem in the world, but they don't talk about it anymore. Maybe we just got bigger problems now. Also, what up, Ryan? I'm gonna turn music on in-game, so we can vibe in-game as well. Very chill stream coming up, guys. I am tired. But it's Friday. Let's go. Let's turn this down. Blunk. Perfect. Oh. Perfect. I just got back into playing more beta and InfDev Plus mod. InfDev, nice. Yeah, I saw Dioko played that, I think. I haven't touched any of that. Nope. Yes. Haha. Transitioned. Are you ill? You sound... Oh no, I'm just tired. I'm just tired, man. I'm fine. I'm just tired. It's been a big big week. It's been a big week. Skyblock tomorrow? Skyblock question mark? If you're referring to the event, that's next week. Which, get excited for, guys. I'm very excited. That's on the 14th for me. Potentially the 13th for you, if you're in, like, America. But yeah, very exciting. That'll be fun. Can you guys hear me alright? Or am I too quiet or something? Let me know how I sound. Alright, we got the music on. And we're going to be just doing a bit more tunnel mining today. Decorating. Can't wait for the survival island. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. It could be a complete disaster. It could be a complete disaster. But it could also be a lot of fun. And hopefully it goes well, because I definitely want to do more events like that. For sure. Okay, I need to chop some trees first. That was the first thing I needed to do. And then we'll get to some tunnel making. Sound is good? Perfect. Thanks for letting me know. I don't think anyone's on at the moment. Yeah, no one was on earlier, so seemed to be that way. I mean, it's kind of the off time for almost everybody. This is like the most convenient time. Like, it's afternoon for me, but like I'm pretty sure most people are like asleep at this time. All right, let's chop some trees, because I've already done a little bit before I started stream. I was doing a little bit of mining, and I've cleared out the south tunnel. And actually, you guys might... I think last time I streamed, I was doing the west tunnel, maybe? I think I was doing the green tunnel, the west tunnel. But now I've done the east tunnel, apart from the wool. The west tunnel hasn't been finished. Like, there's still wool yet to be put in. I've done, like, 0 sheep gathering. And then, yeah, I've been working on the south tunnel. Once I've got, like, all the decoration in, apart from the wool, then I'll have to go sheep hunting, which I'm not excited for. We were so spoiled in Season 1 because we had the sheep farm. But we don't really have, as far as I know. Maybe mine has built one somewhere. I know he's out basing somewhere. But as far as I know, we don't really have one. It's 8:31 AM in the UK. Nice. I mean, that's prime time for the UK. You guys are just starting your Friday, right? Getting things going. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Mine was pretty good, as it was exhausting, but it was good. I just got invited to a beta 1.7.3 server with a bunch of other small streamers and YouTubers. Maybe that server will get me ready for Betamore. Hint hint. What's the server called? I haven't heard of any new servers at least. But maybe one day, you know, maybe one day you'll join us. Nothing is impossible. Sheep farm, is that a passive mob farm? Yeah, that's what I meant. Passive mob farm. I just simplified it and called it a sheep farm because that's predominantly what I use it for. I would never use it for leather or pork chops or feathers. I don't know. Never need those things really. It's called the Underground SMP. Interesting. I will be excited to see what that's about because I haven't I haven't heard anything about it. When does it start? Has it started yet? That'll be the, I guess, fourth beta SMP that I'm aware of, like content focused SMP. Oh yeah, we got music. Okay, this one only lasts for like 2 seconds though. Leather is a peak drop. I craft so many leather boots with a farm like that. I mean, yeah, if you use leather, I guess it's good. I pretty much never use leather. I can't even think of the last time I would have made like any leather, like armor. Maybe for like a mini game. Start Saturday, and I think it's somewhat new, I'm not sure. Nice. Is there a public Discord or anything where I can see the members? Or at the very least, when the videos start coming out, I'll either get shown them, or maybe people can at me in our Discord and in the self-promo / videos section or whatever it is. I'm always curious to see more people in our community. Shame you can't dye leather armor in beta. Yeah, that would be so useful. I wouldn't mind that as a feature. Mainly just for like minigames and stuff. It's useful. I'm gonna turn these sounds back up because I'm sure you guys want to hear the sounds. I just get really like the breaking of the leaves is like a lot of the sounds in old Minecraft, I swear, is like really unbalanced. Like grass and leaves are really unbalanced. Hey Mateo, welcome to the stream. Definitely be posting the self-promo. Perfect. I will keep an eye out then. Hello, Alec. Welcome to the stream. Just looked it up. You can't dye leather until 1.4.2. I thought that was a beta 1.8 or beta or 1.0 feature. Nah. Leather dyeing was like, yeah, way later. I actually thought it was later than 1.4. Thinking about it, I thought it was like a 1.6 thing. I felt like it was around the time of horses. But there you go. The more you know. What are you talking about? A new beta SMP? Yes, the Cyrus Gaming said he's joining or they, I'm not sure if it's a he, is joining a beta SMP. Which is always exciting. Tell the owner it's hard work. I say good luck to them. Nice. I'm at work right now. Thanks for the cozy vibes. Thanks, Kimmy. Hope work isn't a pain or anything like that. I think I'm gonna go through another whole thing of wood here. Oops, where are the bones? Give me that. Give me that. Oh god. I wish spruce wood was in beta. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. I feel like the different wood types do add a lot to the game. And just having the slight, like having 3 variations of the oak is a good amount, you know? But they're all still brown. Kind of shades of brown, I guess. But it is what it is. I do also like the fact that there is only one wood type. It's kind of like one of those things that I flip-flop on sometimes, you know? How's the PvP tournament thing going on the server right now? Yeah, it's good. I mean, everyone's making their way through their fights. I think, like, I still haven't organized with Akron when I need to do my next one. But we can pretty much do it whenever. I'll probably do it next week. I didn't say this, but there's gonna be no video this week, guys. I know, kind of crazy. I'm usually pretty good at uploading every week, but I'm actually going away this weekend to watch the Formula 1 down in Melbourne. So that'll be cool. I've never seen the Formula 1 before, but I've been kind of getting into it over the past like 6 months. Kind of getting really into it. So yeah, I'm gonna go down and watch that. And we've also got the football starting up here in Australia. The NRL and the AFL are starting up, so we've got lots of sport to watch, which is fun. But yeah, that's why I don't have a video this week, because I've been kind of flat out at work this week, so I actually had way less time than usual. But even then, I knew I had, well, first of all, I had these grindy tasks to do, like, you know, decorating these tunnels. But secondly, I knew I had had this thing on the weekend, so I had to do other things. And yes, as it's just turned out, I haven't had a chance to even really get a video going. So I apologize for that. But hopefully this stream suffices. Yo, what up, Lukey? How you doing? Notice I'm streaming so much earlier so you can be here. It's totally all about you, okay? You're the main character. I got you, bro. What team/driver is your favorite? I think Max Verstappen is my favorite. He's funny. He just says it how it is, and I think that's awesome. And he's just, I don't know, there's some really funny memes about him, so I like Max Verstappen. I don't know if Red Bull is necessarily my pick for a team. I don't mind Mercedes. I feel like as like a team, as a whole team, I don't mind Mercedes. So that's cool. I don't mind, obviously, Piastri, because, you know, he's Australian, and Norris. Like, that's a good combo. But I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the principal in that team. I forget his name. So yeah, that's kind of my rundown. Is there Formula 2? Yes, there is a Formula 2. If Formula 1 is so good, why is there no Formula... There is a Formula 2. And there's a Formula 3, I think. They make their way up the different divisions to become Formula 1. Yo, what up, Sergeant Doom? G'day, mate. F2, F3, F4, F regional, F5, F6, depending on the era, old ones, yeah. Formula 0 when? I mean, it's kind of Formula E now. Like, sounds like they're gone super electric with the cars, which is interesting. Formula 8. Oh, Octoman joined. Didn't even realize. BoxBlair. You know, I saw a little like roster thing, oh, like a list of the amount of money the drivers make. The lowest was like 5 million a year, which is just insane. The highest was Max Verstappen at 76 million a year, which is just, well, at least for this year, which is just insane. Imagine earning $76 million. That's crazy. It's a real money-making sport, that's for sure. And I'm pretty sure on top of that, they get bonuses for winning races and you know, if they win the championship or the Constructors' Championship, they get more money on top of that. So, yeah, they're well off, you know. The drivers are pretty well off. Hamilton, I believe, makes more. No, I think this year, I saw on the sheet, it was for this year. Hamilton's making, like, less than Verstappen. I think he's on 70 or, like, 72 or something, and Verstappen's on 76. Like, I saw Verstappen. I definitely had in my head that Verstappen, is earning the most. Which kind of makes sense, because Hamilton was not great last season. So, kind of makes sense. I'm pretty sure the rookies are less than 5 mil. Sounds like a ghastly wage, as in like you saying it's like a bad wage. I thought they were. Okay, now you're making me question what I was almost certain I'd seen, which was that the lowest anyone was making was 5 mil. I swear that's what I saw. But like, look, I've been known to be wrong. I'm only human, and I'm known to have an axe that is almost broken. Right this second. How many left? 6. Alright, it's on 0 now. We're going by hand. Oh my god, it's Kershaw. Welcome to the stream, dude. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you haven't been assassinated. Bixic77. Can I join? Now this is a private server. I'm assuming you read the description there. Yeah, it's just a private server for YouTubers. Maybe 5 mil with signing bonuses and stuff. I could be wrong as well. But stuff like driver salaries, people like to make up figures. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they get gassed up and things like that. The point is they make a lot of money. And I'm jealous that I'm not a Formula 1 driver. Because I feel like that would be pretty insane. Facts, I wish I made that much, yeah. Would be ideal. Compared to footballers or soccer? Do they earn that much? They make a fraction of the money Betamore makes. Poor smucks. Yeah, exactly. Don't tell them though. The money-making machine that this is. Footballers make way more. Really? Hey, this is the last one, Mateo. This is the last one. Don't worry about it, alright? There we go. Look, now you don't even have to watch it. I have, like, zero concept of what, like, footballers make. I'm assuming when you say footballers, you mean soccer players. Because when I think footballer, I think, like, Australian footballer, you know? And they make millions, but I don't think they make that many millions. Betamore is the most profitable enterprise, indeed. Tell all your friends. Alright, we got some wood. Yeah, I assumed you meant soccer. Thanks for confirming. You're British. Football is by far the most popular sport. Yeah, I think oftentimes I feel like the way sport works and its popularity is accessibility and relatability. I feel like those are the two things that make sport popular. So like football is like maybe one of the most accessible sports in the world. All you need is a round, pumped up thing. Doesn't even have to be the correct size, you know? And you can play football anywhere, in the dirt, you know, on the sand, in the trenches, you know, you can play football anywhere. Formula 1, not accessible because you need millions and billions of dollars, but relatable because everyone, well, most people can drive. So you can kind of imagine what it's like to drive, you know, at that speed and be impressed, you know? It's kind of relatable because you can be impressed about the fact that they're driving that quick, you know? But then there's like other sports that are just like completely unrelatable. We just had the Winter Olympics on. Those are like completely unrelatable and completely inaccessible for most people, right? Like if you're an aerialist skier, you know, you need to live somewhere that is snowy, or you need to have money to go, you know, to the snow every year or stay there for whatever amount of time. And then the sport that you're doing is not relatable to the average person because they don't know what it's like to ski and they don't know what it's like to do flips and tricks. So it's not relatable or accessible. So that's why nobody cares about it unless it's the Olympics, you know? That's my, I don't know what that was. That was just something. Anyway, that's how I define sport. Alright, let's slap this logs in here. Did I grab the rest? I did. Wait, there's an Australian football? Yeah, there's Australian football, which is AFL, and then we have NRL, which is, in my opinion, the better version of Australian football. It's kind of like Union, but way better. I guess basketball? I'm confused. I'm assuming you mean like relatable sports, or maybe sports that make money. You also need to grow up really rich to be an F1 driver. Exactly. It's like luck of the draw. Bobsled, for example. Yeah, I mean, that's a little less relatable. More relatable, I think, than aerial skiing or something, though. Because you can kind of envision yourself driving like that little thing. Even Jamaica can do it. Isn't Australian football like rugby but more aggressive? Okay, let's clarify. We've got NRL, like NRL, and then we've got AFL. So Australian football is called AFL, and it's like on a big oval, and like it's like completely different to rugby. Like it's completely different to rugby. It's a whole different sport. It's like on a massive oval, and it almost feels like there's no rules if you don't know what the rules are. NRL, which is like also, it's like Australian rugby, is very aggressive. Yeah, it's like really like some of the most athletic dudes absolutely smashing each other, tackling each other, and you know, running with the ball. It's kind of hard to explain those sports, I just realized. Spleef, best sport. Facts, dude, facts. Spleef, $1 million sport coming up. Multi-million-dollar sport. Hi, welcome to the stream. Interputally. Welcome to the stream. I was probably thinking NRL. Yeah, I think you were thinking about NRL, which is, in my opinion, the better of the two. Unpopular opinion between some Australians. It's a divisive topic. I'm leaving that. I feel like this is kind of a cool thing. I might make this out of like glass or something. Yo, what up, Uni? Welcome to the stream. 3 a.m. in America and I cannot for the life of me sleep. Thank you for streaming at this time. No worries. I'll try and keep it nice and chill so your 3 a.m. vibes aren't, you know, yelling or anything. I did promise a chill stream, so let me lower my octave. Lean into the mic. What version are you playing? Beta 1.7.3. Beta 1.7.3. Old Minecraft. Before hunger, before sprinting. No ender dragon, no enchantments. None of that. Just the simple, bare bones, basic Minecraft. Bare butt, balls, and back of Minecraft. ASMR BoxBlair. Damn, I missed the beta days. Yeah, it's good vibes. Well, you can always go back. You can always go back, as I have done here. And if you have friends, they'll come back with you. And if they don't, force them. Tell them it's mandatory. Shut up. Back to beta. That would be a really great name for a server. And then that server change its name to Betamore, maybe. That's a crazy idea. What friends? Hey, I got friends. Yeah, just because you don't have friends, I mean, I got friends. Probably an Australian thing? I'm confused. Easily confused BoxBlair moment. Is there more beta this time? Yes. It got more beta. Well, I mean, there's more players in beta, so in the server, so maybe that's, you know, that could be the more. There's more of them. More betans, more beta males and females. Do invisible stairs work on multiplayer? Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Kershaw. Very useful and very fun mechanic. Well, bug turned mechanic. That's what I love about you know, these older versions is like things like that. You know, they're bugs, but they feel like mechanics because they're not like that difficult. They're not so inaccessible, you know. It's not like a giant TNT duping machine, you know, flying machine that requires a billion redstone components and things like that to build, and you have to have a tutorial, you know. You can figure it out. It's good. 27 betas and counting, hopefully. Yes, indeed. I think we'll definitely add more people. We haven't talked about it any further, but it'll probably happen. Season 3, back to Betamore. Just keep extending the name. Damn, is this really not going to be enough wood? That's tragic. If there's one thing... Honestly, I think one of my least favorite things in Minecraft is chopping down spruce trees. Like, I don't mind hunting for clay. I don't mind hunting for glowstone, you know? But chopping down a spruce tree? Kind of annoying. I mean, it's not that annoying. But it can be. Beta yes is a beta name? Is a better name? Wait, what? Season 3 beta yes? I'm confused. I don't know, chopping down big oak trees is probably worse than spruce. I don't know, because it's like, big oak trees, it's at least like, you know it's going to be a pain, right? Like, and even then, it's like, you end up with like so much, usually you end up with way more wood than you kind of expect, you know? Whereas like a spruce tree, you'll start chopping it down, and then all of a sudden you can't reach the top block, and then you're like, okay, I'll pillar up and get one, and then you have to pillar up a second time. I don't know. It's mildly annoying. Very, very mildly annoying, I would say. I actually don't really mind chopping down the alpha trees as much, but maybe that's just me. Hey, stop that. Give me that. All right, we ran out. Let's ride back. I wish the old growth spruce trees were in beta because they were so satisfying to gather. I wish the old growth spruce trees. I'm not actually sure what you're referring to. The old growth spruce trees. I'm confused. Did you know that the old legacy console versions and the original screenshots of the Empathy villages have been leaked? And damn, it looks so cool actually seeing it 15 years later. Yeah, I have heard about all that. I have heard about all that. I was always kind of a Java person, as opposed to like a console. I played a little bit of console, but not a lot. So it doesn't resonate with me as much as some other people, I think. But it is pretty cool. Oh, the big boy spruce trees. Right, the 4x4 ones. That would be good. Those are useful. Those are really handy to chop down. Yeah, that would be really handy. I've made like 6 videos about leaked stuff from old console edition. Nice. I feel like I probably would have seen seen your videos, but I just haven't like I would have seen them recommended or like seen them in the Discord, but I haven't had much time in the past few well, 2 weeks really. I was gonna say few days, but it's kind of been 2 weeks. Yeah, the 2 times 2 one. Finally, someone has enough of Bedrock's bullshit and leaked legacy. Yeah, someone was like, "All right, that's enough. Have the you know, the original stuff back." I mean, fair enough. Oh my god. When did they add 4x4 trees? Dude, that would be insane. 4x4 trees would be crazy. You could just like mine a hole through like the middle and then drop TNT down. It'd be so helpful. Although, you know, in old versions it doesn't drop all the blocks. I feel like that's an annoying feature. Although it is kind of fun that there is a way to get around it, you know, by moving them as they blow up. Almost 5k views about the Aether getting modded into Legacy Edition. Nice. Congrats. I will definitely check it out. I'll check out your channel after this. Legacy console is my favorite bug rock. There's still tons of game-breaking glitches in the latest update that are fun to exploit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like early days console was fun, but then like as it kept going, it kept getting like more distinct and different to PC, which like Java. So I don't know. I just wasn't as hooked. Legacy equals Bedrock, yeah. See, like this, I have to keep pillaring up. I mean, I know there's a way you can kind of shorten these trees to make sure that that doesn't happen, but... I mean, I shouldn't really be complaining. It's more wood per wood, I guess. I feel like you were trying to say Legacy better than Bedrock. Because, yeah, they're not really the same. Can we all agree collectively Bedrock iOS is dog shit? I think we can all agree that Bedrock, for the most part, is just dog shit. I just cannot stand it. I'm not gonna lie. One of my friends, like, was trying to play... Like, well, a couple of my friends were playing on a server together, like a realm. And they were both console players. And they were like, hey, you should, like, join us. And I joined, and I just can't stand it. The look of the game is, like, so washed out, and then the vibrant visuals don't really help. And then, like, I can't seem to change the settings on them to make them look good at all. So they just look terrible. And then, like, the feel of the game, everything just looks so, like, kind of fake and it feels like off Minecraft. It's like plasticky feeling. The redstone I can't get around, and then, you know, the movement mechanics, it all feels just... It just all feels, like, slightly off and wrong, you know? And I understand that, like, young kids playing probably wouldn't notice, or, like, you know, that's, like, normal for them. And maybe they would play Java and feel the same way, I don't know, but... I don't know. It just seems a lot more refined and intentional. I just don't get how they mess it up. One of the biggest things I don't like about Bedrock is the way that, obviously, it's, you know, the bigger moneymaker for Minecraft. And I really don't like that really hugely influences updates, you know, and mechanics that get added. For example, the bundle, like, didn't get added to the game, like, for ages. I'm pretty sure the cited reason was because they couldn't figure out how to get it to work on mobile. And I'm like, if that feature has been delayed for, like, I think it got delayed for, like, a few years even, right? And it got delayed for so long just for that one reason. I'm like, that's just annoying. Like, it impacts Java players, you know? Knock off Minecraft? Yeah, right? It literally is. Oh, what am I doing? Legacy is basically identical to Java, apart from a few changes in the coding. Yeah, Bugger based off Shoddy Pocket Edition, yeah. Opinions on Java transitioning to Vulkan from OpenGL? I don't know enough about that stuff, so I'm not really, I don't have a huge opinion on it. Yeah, I don't really know enough about, like, modding and all that, which it sounds like that's what's going to be most affected, right? People who mod. Another bad thing, Bedrock has microtransactions, yeah. You know, it's one of those things that it's like, you know, in some ways I'm kind of glad that Bedrock exists, so that the microtransactions can happen over there, and I never have to see it, you know? I don't have to interact with that at all, which is, like, kind of nice, you know? It's, like, almost, in some ways, I think it's very predatory, and I think it's, you know, the marketplace isn't run very well. But it's like a necessary evil for me personally, so that I don't have to see any of it. That's how I feel about it. It's like, okay, it's over in Bedrock, I never have to see it, I never have to interact with it, and hopefully it stays that way forever, you know? It just feels flat. I have to agree with, and I agree with the slightly off. You can sprint in water without swimming, and you can dye armor with cauldrons. Yeah, there's some weird stuff. And, like, you know, Java Minecraft, like if you open a version of Java Minecraft, any version, it kind of feels like a finished version. There's no bugs that are like so glaringly obvious, right? That need to be fixed in a lot of cases. But like Bedrock, I feel like there are bugs that you see all the time that are just like, why is this not fixed in this, you know, billion-dollar game, or I guess million, I don't know, probably billion-dollar game, billion-dollar companies. So when is Notch adding marketplace for beta 1.7.4? Would love to spend IRL money on maps mods that are free. Yeah, exactly. Notch, get it done, man. Think of all the money you could make. I know you're short on cash, you know. If I... Wait, but Bedrock lives so that Java doesn't get it shitified as much. I think, yeah. I think the thing about, like, Java is that you can tell Microsoft really want to just keep pushing Bedrock to its like limit, right? They want it to be the main version of the game. They want it to be this, that, and the other. But like all of Java, like all of the Minecraft creators play Java, and all of the developers clearly play Java. You know, it is the main version of the game, whether they like it or not. And yeah, I think that's a great thing, you know, that if like Microsoft were to say, okay, stop updating Java, I feel like the game would take a big hit, because all creators would be like, okay, well, this sucks, and all developers would be like, okay, well, this sucks, you know. So it feels like it's hopefully safe. If I become the CEO of Mojang, Bedrock will be getting fucked off as soon as possible. I'll replace it with an actually good cross-platform version based on Legacy. Hello, Horse Fridge. Awesome name. Imagine how would Minecraft be like if Notch didn't sell Mojang to Microsoft. I mean, it's a huge question. He's definitely said before that, you know, the vision, or like the way Minecraft has developed is in a way like how he kind of envisioned it going. And obviously him and Jeb would have been pretty close. So, you know, I don't see it being... you know, there's definitely things that would be different, but it's hard to tell how different, you know? Who knows? Could have been worse. Who knows? Sergeant over CEO. Random heart attack? Wait, what? What was that? Random heart attack? I don't understand. Guys, let's add the random heart attack mechanic to Minecraft. One way the marketplace affected Java is it got more constant updates. Not vanilla plus mods. Modders to switch to Bedrock, since they will be able to make money despite being for an inferior version. I mean, yeah, that is true. I mean, I just feel like any of those modders can release it for Java and then Bedrock as well, because no Java player is going to go to Bedrock just for a mod on a marketplace, you know? So it's like best of both worlds. If they stopped updating Java, everything would collapse. Yeah, I think so. Literally in the Minecraft Bedrock memory stream, it says Minecraft instead of Bedrock Edition, and in the original version, aka Java, it's the Java Edition. Yeah, I do remember when they changed that, and I remember seeing that and thinking they're trying hard to push Bedrock as the main version of the game. Why don't you use view bobbing? I find it really annoying and distracting. Like, it really pulls me out of the immersion of the game. And I know that's kind of like a weird thing, because I feel like most people use view bobbing. But yeah, it's always just kind of distracted me, because I think I look at the crosshair, right? Like, I don't know if you guys do, but when I'm looking at the crosshair, like walking like this, it's exactly smooth. But when it's moving around, I don't know, it's just annoying and distracting for me. I find it, yeah, just annoying more than anything. Is it noticeable? Because honestly, I noticed more and more people actually don't turn view bobbing off. I thought it was like a normal thing to do for some reason. I don't know why. But then like once I actually noticed, like started kind of paying attention to it, because someone commented on it and I didn't even really like think about it beforehand, but someone commented on it a while back, and then I started taking note of like other people's videos and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, most people don't turn it off. That's so strange. But yeah, I wonder how noticeable it is, because like I've only ever had like maybe 1 or 2 comments about it, and then you know you've just commented now. But yeah, I mean, I hope it's not distracting that it doesn't move, you know, because that would be funny. It's like everyone else is distracted by the fact that the camera's so still, but I'm distracted when it moves. Me too, I hate view bobbing. Nice. View bobbing makes me motion sick. View bobbing immerses me. Okay, so there's a bit of a back and forward here. Some people hate it, some people like it. What did Octoman say? View bobbing should make the screen go slightly up and down as well. Let me turn it on. I feel like I mean I never do it. Where is it? View bobbing. Yeah, like I get what it's supposed to be, you know, I get it. But I don't know, it's just everything's moving too much. It does, it moves the screen like side to side a little bit. Everything moves side to side. I get what it's supposed to be. I don't know, it's just nah, it's just not quite right for me. That'd be horrible. I kind of got that it was a joke. I disable it too. Okay. So there's more people in my camp than I expected, so that's nice. I'm sure it's well, I don't know if it's I have no idea if it's a 50-50 split, but view bobbing I can take or leave, but the setting that changes the FOV from sprinting and walking, I will rot if it's removed. Oh yeah, 100%. That the FOV change when you go from walking to sprinting, that is like super useful. Especially in like a PvP setting. I would hate for that to get removed. That's the thing, like, yeah, sprinting, like, if I would have, I just tried to sprint, but I pressed the wrong button anyway. I couldn't even sprint, even if I was in a version that I have that hotkey for. That's hilarious. So yeah, that sprinting, change, like, it's like a visual indicator to tell you that you are sprinting, so I'm actually all for that one. Fake beta player? What do you mean? Just because I've played other versions doesn't mean I'm a fake beta player. The FOV change is crucial. View bobbing, I can take a leave, yeah. What is sprinting? I don't know. That hasn't been added to the game yet. It's rumors though. I used to hate it, but it's grown on me a little, as it feels, has me feel more grounded in my world, as in having view bobbing on or off. Another thing I can't stand is the normal FOV. It just looks so zoomed in. Yeah, I agreed with that when I first started playing older versions, because I'd slowly over the years, like, my FOV had started to expand. Oh my god, we're one thing short. My FOV had started to like expand over the years. And then I started playing old versions again, and I didn't mind the more zoomed in FOV. If I'm ever playing like a PvP server, I'll change my FOV to 90, but otherwise I keep it at sort of 75. One thing that I do struggle with, and maybe this is in the same kind of vein, is like the what's it called? GUI scale being large. Like, it's kind of crazy how big it is. Like, I always play with it on like the large setting, not auto. But having it on this, like, it's kind of, it takes up a lot of the screen. But it's like, this is how I used to play for years. And then all of a sudden I found it like very intrusive. I don't know. What do you guys think? The thing is, I like it for, I guess, the video aesthetic, but I just can't play with it. So I always just keep it as the large. But in beta, this feels like really like slightly small. I feel like I'd like it maybe a little bit bigger than this, but there's only those options with the Optifine in beta. Why do you remove the bottom row? Wait, what? Oh, I'm gonna put wool in here. Horse fridge. There's going to be wool to denote what color railway this is. So this is the blue, the south rail, which has blue associated with it. So all of this is going to be blue. Blue wool, which is going to take a long time to get. I played beta 1.8. I am the true fake beta player. Yeah. Wait. More controversial question. Control or double W to enable sprint? I actually rebind my key to R. I don't use control. I rebind control to R to sprint. So I tap R. I love the normal FOV. I definitely see how zoomed in it is if you regularly play between 80 and 105 degrees. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I definitely notice it when I go and play like PvP. Although because I've played beta and played with my FOV at 75 for such a long time now I notice when it's like more zoomed out than that. But I think the zoomed in aesthetic is very like old versions, you know, so it kind of fits the theme. So I don't mind it. I only like the normal FOV for the versions you can't change it. In the versions you can, always set it to 90. Fair enough. See, I think 90 is like too much for old versions. Unless I'm and even modern versions, like unless I'm playing like specifically PvP where I want the extra field of vision, I always set it to like 75 or 80. But if it's like a PvP server, I'll set it to 90. We need a GUI scale between 3 large and 4 in auto. Yeah, I agree. Depending on your resolution, your GUI scale can have 9 options. Definitely a weird setting. That is super weird. Well, yeah, there's sometimes where like you can be clicking. Yeah, I've noticed that definitely where you like click and nothing changes. Not in old version, like not in this version obviously, but like in other older but not, you know, not this old versions. Run. Control is the correct option. I disagree. I disagree because it's like it's just that too far down on the like shift is a good spot, and control is just that little bit too far down for the pinky. The index finger moving to R is way easier, you know. Use R as well. Yes, Uni gets it. That's an R sprint key enjoyer right there. 100 is the correct FOV. Guys, Quake Pro is the correct FOV. Wait, let me Quake Pro, and then we're going to bring our GUI scale all the way down. There we go. This is how Minecraft was supposed to be played. It looks like I've got like a reach of 10 blocks. Alright, let's switch this back. Where's GUI? Another cool feature I love about this version is when sleeping at night, instead of saying you may not rest now, there are monsters nearby, it just wakes you up with a monster mob, like a zombie or skeleton. Yeah, I think that's a better feature. I don't understand why. Like, it's weird that it says that. It's like, you can't sleep. There's a mob around. Like, Oh no, my pickaxe. Damn it. I usually like to keep those. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of stupid that it just tells you. And it's like, why can't I sleep? Especially when you're like in your house. And it's like a night, you know, you're perfectly safe in your house. It's like, this mob can definitely not get me. Yeah, I find that annoying. At least the nightmare mechanic kind of makes some sense. Frick. I use thumb for shift. Okay, mumbo jumbo. The only problem with R to sprint is it makes strafing while sprinting hard, making you predictable in PvP. I still cannot be bothered to change it. Yeah, I've used the same thing for so long that, yeah, I can't really change it at this point. I feel like I'm not too bad at it, though. Like, strafing this way while sprinting, it's like, you know, using the D and sprint, like, it's not too bad. As long as you don't bump into anything. I don't know. I don't sweat PvP. It's just for fun now, you know. There was a time where I was trying hard at PvP, but like now it's just for fun. Monster wait what? Monster wakes you up? Yeah. He does. If I don't sleep, he goes, "Hey, get up." Which doesn't make any sense now that I say it like that. Sorry, I know you guys can't see. I'm just getting gold. If it helps, I can't see either. Spotted Mumbo's alt account. Mumbo, shout me out. We should be able to sleep during the day to skip to the night. I kind of agree with that as well. It should just give you like, it should just skip like 12 hours in advance. Just completely flip the time that you're at. Because sometimes being in the, you know, being at night is useful. Alright, catch you later. Thanks for coming to the stream, Cyrus Gaming. Kang got an 8 hours Macca's shift tomorrow. I'm so pumped. 8 hours of... I didn't really do that sound very well, but you know what I'm talking about. I haven't had Macca's in so long. Bed was ruined by sweats, yeah. I find it hard that, like, even now, sometimes I'll, like, get on and, like, you know, play around a Bed Wars and just get absolutely demolished. And the hard thing as well is, like, being in Australia, like, the ping is terrible. So, like, you know, even if you're playing well, like, you're just nerfed because, because, you know, Joe Schmo has a better ping. It'd be like 9 out of 10 times you'd beat this guy in a PvP, but because of your ping, it just doesn't work. Which is, you know, just a shame. Do you see much of Monster on the server? He was on for a little bit there. I don't know where he is recently, actually. I feel like he's been working on... He's done a little bit of building, I think. Because the server started, and then he was away for like 3 weeks. It was just poor timing for him. I can't remember where he was going, but he was like away. But I've seen him on, definitely. Hope to see him some more. I've definitely seen Dialco more. He's been around a bit, which is nice to see. Yoink. BoxBlair doesn't sweat PvP last stream. Wait, BoxBlair doesn't sweat PvP last stream makes me think otherwise. Didn't I lose every match? I think I lost every match. That was not me sweating, alright? That was not me sweating. That was me casually having a go. Oops. The stream got me off-camera mining on my bed. Nice. Yeah, see, that's a vibe, bro. 3 a.m. off-camera mining. Stream in the background. Just hanging out. You can only see your beautiful hair in beta? What? I don't understand what you mean. Do you mean like you can only see your head layer in beta? Because like the body layers aren't working, or like weren't working, or didn't exist. Can't remember either one. I think there's mods that bring them back, but I'm not a big fan or really care for the outer layers, except for like on the head. Some people make it look good though with their skins. Is it possible to build a barrier of invisible stairs in the sky to stop snow from falling in tigers? Could be an issue. Could be insane snowless tiger project of mine if possible. Yes, it is. It would stop the snow, but it would also block the sunlight. So you would have to. It would be like it was in darkness a bit, you know, which wouldn't look. Which probably isn't the look you're going for. You're better off using glass, even though it's kind of ugly in the sky. You can see it. You're better off using glass if you wanted to do something like that, I think. But try it out. I mean, try it out in a small patch, see what you think, and then if it doesn't suit your fancy, then you can always get rid of it. That's something as well. I feel like people always talk in like absolutes about Minecraft projects. They're like, oh my god, like if I do this, I'll, should I do this? Should I do that? It's like, dude, just try it, man. Like. Nothing is permanent, part of the enjoyment of the game is that it's a bit of a grind, if you mess something up, you mess something up. Try it, you can always rebuild. Tear it down and try again. He said somewhere that he is working on a Betamore video. Nice. Yeah, he said that to us as well. The thing is, and this is a problem, I think. When we start a new season, the first like week is just full of constant things happening, and you feel like you want to have to record everything. But the problem is, like, when you do that, you end up with like 16 hours of footage that you need to like all of a sudden edit down. And I feel like that's why like I think that's why Monster burnt out on the first season, and I hope that he can get through that, because someone like Hello World, for example, he sort of said to me, he was like, oh, I've got so much footage to get through, and it's like kind of a downer, right? And I'm like, I totally see that. You kind of just need to get the first episodes out, get it done, and then from there it becomes like a lot more manageable, because you can record as you go, you can choose when you're recording a lot easier, you don't feel like you have to record everything. So yeah, I imagine that he's having to deal with still a lot of that early days stuff, and then hopefully from there, hopefully after episode 1, it's like a lot more manageable for him, because yeah, it is a bit of a tough one. Hello, is the Minecraft Beta Villages mod? I mean, I'm sure there is a Minecraft Beta Villages mod, but there is no Minecraft Beta Villages mod on this server. Welcome to the stream, by the way. You're too quiet, Blair? Oh no. Sorry. Oh, okay, I'll turn myself up a bit. Is that better? Maybe like that. The thing is, when I record videos, I'm like super loud for myself. And then I feel like the videos come out and I have like I can turn my phone up or my headphones up to like half volume and it's good. But some people will complain I'm like really quiet. But then when I'm streaming as well, people are like, you're super quiet. I don't really understand how. I meant you can't see your front person in beta. Oh, you can with a mod. Let's go. Yeah, if you have a mod, you can. But yeah, in beta 1, they had it in older versions before beta 1.7.3, and then F1 got replaced with you know, hiding the HUD, and they didn't find a way to have you have a front facing camera. They didn't think to make it so that if you tapped the front facing camera twice, it would work. So yeah, but I have a mod for it where you press F5 and then F1. So if you put it higher up, doesn't it not cast a shadow? Maybe height limit? I think it would still cast a shadow at height limit. Like, think of it, because think about it this way. If you put a whole layer of stairs, because invisible stairs, they're just stairs, right? So if you put a whole layer of stairs in the sky, like, that would cast a shadow, because light doesn't go through stairs. Light doesn't pass through stairs. So there's no reason for light to pass through the invisible stairs. Is the main point. Ask because you know all the beta 1.7.3 tricks. Too bad the sunlight might not come across. Okay, Steve, there might be a solution. There might be a solution, alright, if you're still here. Here's my compromise. You could have... This could potentially work, if you wanted to try it. You could have a layer of invisible stairs, and every so often have a hole poked in there, like in a grid pattern, right? Every like five blocks have like a hole poked in it, and that would let the light through. Or every 5 blocks have glass, so you'd have, like, you know, a grid of floating glass blocks, it seems, in the sky. But then that would make sure that there was no snow on the ground, but would let light through. So there is a solution. It just, like, and that way you reduce the amount of glass you would have to put in the sky, you know, as opposed to putting a whole, load of layers up there. I think that's probably your best bet. So it might be possible. But it's up to your preference. That's my solution. Good luck. You should be able to... You should be around 3 decibels or something. Hang on. Let me just go back to here. Let me look at this. What is this saying? I'm pushing like on OBS. It's telling me I'm pushing like 5 decibels. Almost 6. And if I turn this down, or I guess, okay, wait, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to read, man. I don't know how to. I don't understand. It's been a long day. I don't understand. I'm not. My brain's not working for this. Oh, sorry. Let me bring you back. Welcome back. All right. For some reason, F1 first person was between Alpha 1.2 and Beta 1.3. Yeah. Would you ever consider adding annoyance fixes to the Betamore server? Which sort of annoyance fixes do you mean? I don't know if I would add any annoyance fixes. I assume you mean something like boats not breaking or stairs being able to be flipped. I don't think I would add any of that stuff. I think the things that I would add would be like the coal block, you know, or the redstone block, or even less than that, you know, a book and quill. You know, small things that just make life a little more convenient. You know, when you're going coal mining or redstone mining, you can turn it into a block. Or, you know, we have a book and quill for lore reasons, you know. Or you have an item frame to put, like, your items in. Those would be the sort of things I would add, but I wouldn't really want to add too much more than that, because, you know, you want to retain the beta feel. Any thoughts on the Legacy Console Edition leak? Not really. I don't really, it doesn't... I don't really have a whole lot to say on it. It's interesting. You know, I think it means a lot more to other people that aren't me. I haven't looked into it a whole lot. I just searched it up. Apparently light does pass through stairs in beta 1.7.3. I don't know if it's correct though, because it's an AI overview. I think AI overview wrong. And by I think, I mean, it's wrong. Thanks, Rory. All because of the snowless tiger. Hope someday someone adds them to beta 1.7.3. I'll shut up about it now. I mean, you could put invisible stairs on every single block in the tiger, and then when you want to build somewhere, you remove them. That would be a solution. That would be a solution. I wouldn't recommend that solution, but that is a solution. Pulled info from alpha, yeah. No, light stopped passing through stairs in beta 1.6 and slabs too, yeah. Dax. Also, what up, mine? Welcome to the stream. Why are you not a mod? How do I do that again? I forgot. Add as moderator. Can yeah, good enough. No, I'm not being janitor. You've been janitored, all right? You've been janitored. You don't have to do anything, but it's just a way of me actually seeing seeing that somebody I know is on the thing. Well, like somebody I know, as in somebody I know and trust to be a mod, you know. I hope I get a pay rise. You can get a pay. In fact, here's your 100% pay rise. Congratulations, from $0 to $0 more dollars. Wait, I forgot wood here. What the heck? How did I miss this? Okay, well, remind me, guys, that that's there. I'll put invisible stairs in every block in the taiga. Not build anything, or just look at it crying of joy because it's a beauty. That will do. Yes, everybody congratulate mine on his 100% pay rise. He's earned it. Hey, you earned it, bro. And you know what? For all your efforts, you know, this year for the company, I'm going to throw a pizza party. Just for you. Alright? And everyone can have one slice of pizza. You're welcome. And I'm out of smooth stone. Okay. Out of wood, out of smooth stone. God damn. Coincidentally, Reddit just announced they're getting rid of all custom moderation bots. Meaning Reddit's mods now have to increase their unpaid workload. I hope every single Reddit moderator goes on strike. Imagine the chaos. Imagine the chaos. That would be crazy. Alright, let's put some stuff away. Dirt, dirt. Gravel. We need to triple mine's janitorial stuff. That's funny. Okay, let's long call that in there. I really don't want to go mining for more trees, but I'm gonna need to. Unless I just take this. How much do I need? 3, 6, 9. And then I need another 9. Okay. I'll have to go do that later. Ah, mine joined the game. Now they won't be able to afford fedoras. What will they do? What will they do? Okay. Wait, this isn't... No, that's not where I missed. Okay, wait, it's further down. Where can I find some inspiration to build some houses on alpha or beta? The Betamore server? Perfect place. Perfect place for some inspiration. I don't know. I mean, the Betamore server, the modern beta server, there's there's servers out there that you can join and have a look around. And YouTube videos and things of there's plenty of creators that have built in old Minecraft that you can take inspiration from. Otherwise, just use your imagination. I think like it's kind of a skill, it's a skill you can practice. Like, don't compare your build to anyone else. Just build. Do more building. Look at real life architecture, and get inspired by that. Think of something to build and then build it. And if it looks terrible, if it looks terrible to you after you've built it, that's growth. Figure out how to make it not terrible to you. And then if you manage to do that, great success, and it'll feel all the more rewarding to have done that. To go through the pain of figuring out what was wrong with it and fixing it. Here we go, Octomans. Or if you do compare yourself, take notes why their builds look good to you, and then implement that. Facts. Yeah, don't just copy like block for block. Figure out what it is that you like about their build, and see if you can implement that into your building style. The boy Ryan's channel. And the Golden Age subreddit is a good place. BoxBlair for 100k. Make Rush E using note blocks on the Betamore server. That would be insane. Alright, you know what? That's okay. On one condition will I do that. Okay, the two conditions. One is reaching 100,000 subscribers. Okay. And two is there is a mod or a texture pack that I can use that makes the note blocks. I can see the note that is being played. Those are the conditions. Because otherwise, like, trying to figure it out, just by like ear is just not gonna happen for me. I'm not that musically inclined, and it'll take way too long. Oh my god, that spooked me. I knew there's lava there. So those are the conditions. Someone needs to make a mod or a texture pack, sorry, that shows that, kind of like the Vanilla Tweaks one has. And then I'll make Rush E. That'd be an insane project. Do you ever plan your builds? I mean, usually the way I build is I'll have an idea in my head about what I want to build. And then I will think about it a lot. And I'll think about where I want it to go, how I want it to, like how to start it. And if I really need to, like if I really feel like I want to just get like a foundational shaping or sizing, I'll build it in like just a test world. But most of the time, I will just start building on the server and build the foundation, look at it, think, okay, is this foundation what I like? Is it gonna lead to the end result of the build that I'm happy with? And then from there, it's like, okay, now you add like the important details and things, and then at the very end, you do all like the extra detailing and stuff, all the stuff that makes it look fancy in the end. Most of the builds, actually every single build I make, looks absolutely terrible up until like the last third of the build, in my opinion. Like, I will be building and I'm like, wow, this looks terrible, none of this looks good, it's kind of not necessarily what I had in mind or whatever. Like, people talk about the ugly phase in the build, it kind of does happen. So yeah, you just gotta keep at it, And if you make a mistake, it's Minecraft. It takes time. You can get rid of it and fix it again, Like, it is annoying when things aren't what you want from the start, but you can always change it, Yeah. But I do tend to stay away from building in creative. It's not enjoyable for me. I'm more of a build build off the dome, you know. Didn't somebody last stream say they'd made a mod for the note blocks? No, I think we were just talking about it. Somebody did comment on that stream. But they said, wait, did they say they made one? I don't think they said they made one. Or maybe they said there was a mod for it. But I can't remember if it was like a client-side mod or a server-side mod. Hang on, let me check that. Jamie, pull that video up. Damn, my phone is on 6%. It needs a charge. Community. Where was the comment? Crap. Wait. Let's just enjoy the music. Old School Edition mod allows for the modern resource pack formats and should work in vanilla servers as well as our modded ones. Yeah, so it's like it must be like a mod pack, right? So it's not just the one thing. I don't know if I really want the whole mod pack. One thing I don't get about the beta village discovery is how everyone thinks they were found now with the leaks. Had already found them in release 1.3 code. I feel like adding vegetation can improve your build by like 10 to 20%. Facts. Adding leaves and bone mealing the ground is a surefire way to improve a build. Does the stream keep buffering for anyone else? I don't think so. Might just be you. I could be mistaken, but there was once a multiplayer Studio Ghibli map or something for beta Minecraft, but that's all I can remember. I do not know. I don't know of any Studio Ghibli beta Minecraft maps, but maybe there is one, and that would be really cool. Okay. Step number 3. Oh my god. So much cobblestone. Put that away. Do I have smooth stone in here? I do. Okay. Let's turn all of this into smooth stone. We're gonna need a lot. And we're definitely going to need more than that. And if that's the case, we can come back here and replace this. And while that's cooking, we can chop down some trees. I need some glowstone. I'll grab some cobblestone just in case I need it. And I'll grab some smooth stone just in case I need it. And I need glowstone. Bonk, bonk. I'm almost out of glowstone. This project is killing me for resources. All my coal... I've done so much smelting to get smooth stone. So, oops. So I'm like almost out of coal. And then, yeah, it's cost me a lot on glowstone as well. Sheep! It's also going to cost me a lot on wool. Come here. Whoa, this guy's parkour madman. Oh my god, he's inside the fences. Hitches every now and then. Ah. I don't know how to... Interesting. Hello, mine. I'm gonna quickly sleep. Hang on. The stream is hitching, is it? Let me have a look here. I'm just checking. I'm just looking to see it myself. See what's going on. I don't know. It seems fine. Seems fine for me. I don't know. Let me know if it keeps happening or if it starts happening to more people. And I will, I don't know, attempt to fix it, I guess. It is saying my connection is poor, which is strange, because usually it's like, your connection's great. So, maybe it's just Friday afternoon, everyone's playing computer games. I don't know. Alright, let's put this back. I don't really need that right now. I'm going to put this wool in, and that. Perfect. Yoink. Hey, mine. I don't know if you saw, but I made it so that East Station now, the East Railway now goes to the East Station. And then from there you have to take the rail to the sand quarry, which I made it the closest possible rail so that it's, you know, the most practical. But yeah, just so you know. Okay. Let's... Sounds like he spooked him. Wait, I just realized, is my voice chat? Okay, it is, but maybe... Hang on, I'm gonna relog real quick. Don't even use that desert for sand? Fair enough. I know you're, like, closer to another one now. Okay, now my voice chat mod should work, if anyone comes over. Put this in here. Oops. Looking pretty liminal. Oh, I forgot to change the screen, sorry. Looking pretty liminal already? Yeah. We're going for that liminal feeling. So liminal. I actually have a video idea that involves liminal. But I'm not sure how I'm going to make it. And honestly, it might just end up being something I do as part of the series, the, you know, Betamore series. We will see. Alright, put this in now. There we go. Alright, I will fix up those walls another time. What about creating a block transmutation device for more blue wool? Don't know if you feel like that's cheating. Yeah, we've kind of agreed on the server that that crosses the line of cheating. So we don't do that on the server. But each to their own, you know, that doesn't mean other people can't do that. Brick. Drop down, thank you. Yeah, this is looking good. All these tunnels are gonna look so good once they're done. I remember Whammy last stream was like, why are you doing this? Oh crap. It's like, why are you making this? Because it's cool, man. It's cool. keep forgetting to remove the torches. All right. I might. I'll put the lights in. Put the lights in. Oh crap! Wait. There we go. And maybe we'll just smooth that out a bit. Maybe. Good enough. It's 3 blocks between, right? So 1, 2, 3. Like that? Yeah, that's correct. That there? Okay, perfect. I think that looks good. Ah, the torches. I forget. All right. This is what we're going to be doing for the foreseeable future, by the way. We have the resources. Although, wait, I'm probably going to run out of the slabs before anything else. I can't wait till some of this is done, because I've really got a cool idea for what I want my my base to be now. I've started to really flesh out the idea in my mind, and I think it's going to be so cool. So I'm really excited to start, like, actually move out to where I want to be and start work on that. But for now, community projects. In that flow state right now. Oh. Oops. Ryan helped me out. He sent me a world that he made borders in for the Survival Island 10,000 subscriber special. That's happening next week. He sent me a world that he had added, like, bedrock walls to, so that people don't travel like super far out and load all these chunks and whatever. I haven't actually had a look at it yet, but it does make me very excited. I hope you guys are all excited for that as well. Even if it's a disaster, I hope it's fun. Even if it goes horribly wrong, which it may well do. Oh yes, the event. It's in my agenda. What's going to happen in it? I hope I can participate. Is it just like Survival Island Challenge? Yeah, pretty much. It's just gonna be like, it's very similar to what Paladin Ryan did a few years back. I can't remember if his was for a special or anything, but he basically got his was in 1.0 though. He basically got 100 players in a survival island, and yeah, basically went to see like what they would do, you know, building wise and whatever. And yeah, I just think it'd be a fun like weekend event, you know, try and get lots of you guys involved, you know, because you guys watch us play, or you know, watch me play on this server. But it'd be fun to have, you know, lots of people come together on another server, you know, on a public server. So I think that would be a lot of fun. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting, I hope. And I've seen lots of people in the Discord like planning things, having ideas on what they're gonna do, which is awesome. I'm glad. It's fun to see that people are excited about it. And yeah, it would just be really interesting to see what people can do in like over a weekend, you know. And of course, I'll be there hanging out and streaming it and things. And hopefully some of the other Back to Beta members. Might be a good opportunity to meet some people. I'll be stealing all the saplings. Have like a sapling market. Corner the sapling market. Alright, we're almost at the end, but we're gonna need more slabs. Yeah, we've run out. Alright, let's take the rail back. How many people are you expecting / hoping for? Well, it's going to be 100 players. Well, there's going to be 100 player slots on the server, so I'm hoping that 100 people join. But I have no idea. I really have no idea. I was surprised by the reception. There's been lots of people who have been interested, so I was very surprised about that. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. How will you avoid hacks? Well, the server should hopefully... Well, the server has anti-cheat, so hopefully that does its job. And yeah, I just kind of hope that the community is you know, decent enough as well. 3D block game character next to your 3D block game character. That's funny. Well, it'll be fun to see you there. We can all get screenshots. Yeah, it's going to be a bit chaotic for sure. Alright, let's chuck that in there. And I'm going to need more of these. What the hell? How did that even happen? I must have placed it on the side of the redstone. That's funny. Oops. Oh my god. Grab this. Give me that. Nope. Give me that. 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 Okay. Let's get some slabs going. We'll just make a bunch. There we go. Put that in there. We will chuck that in there, I guess. And I'll just chuck that in there. Okay. Let's finish this rail off. I should be there, hopefully. Perfect. Well, it's going to go for, you know, over 2 days, so, you know, even if you're not there at the very start, or you can't get into the server at the very start, you know, you should be able to join at some point, hopefully. Let me just finish this part off. Alright, we're almost there with, we've made some pretty good progress, honestly, getting this tunnel done. Get these lights done, and then all that really needs to be done is, I mean, add the levers in, and then it's just the colored wool, which is, yeah, the thing that's really going to take a lot of time. But all the foundation is in, so it's quite satisfying. Alright, here we are. Let's finish this off. We are almost there. Very close. Iron is here. Didn't realize how long the tunnel actually is. Wow, yeah. And this... Actually, this might be one of the longer ones. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe the south one is the longest. I'm not sure. But there's 4 of these. And this is the 3rd one I've done this treatment on. None of them are actually complete yet. Because I haven't had the wool, so... But yeah, the railways are quite long. They are quite long. But there's something satisfying about that, you know? Knowing that the infrastructure's there. It's worth it. It's worth it, in my opinion. And at the very least, it's a project to work on, you know? Oops. Just wait, one day we'll have a rail that spans 26,000 blocks. All the way back to Beta. Season 1. And that would be a sight to behold. I wonder how long... Oops, this one's shorter. I wonder how long that would take to ride from start to finish. I guess we'll find out one day. Mr. Saturday, what's up? Gotta make them even longer? Yeah. We got connections now we can make. It'll be interesting to see who uses them. Alright, we made it. And I've been carrying these so that I can add this. Oh my god. Give me that. Give me that. There we go. And I want to get rid of this. Perfect. Place this in. Alright, there we go. Now that's all in. Now all that's left is to add levers everywhere, and then the colored, and then the slabs on all the sides. That's some good progress. That is some good progress. About features I heard you and Darko talk about missing in beta. There is the hybrid of the Minecraft... Wait, the hybrid of the Minecraft recreation project that lets you have beta 1.8 features and beta 1.7.3. Mix them or choose which ones you want. It's great. I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't mind that. Yeah, there's definitely features I enjoy from release 1.0, you know? Like, I actually don't mind, like, release 1.0 or even the modern game in a way. Like, they're different games, but I don't know. I don't mind it. It's fine enough. There's definitely features that are good and bad in both, you know? Oh, let's enjoy the fruits of our labor as we ride across this rail. Do I have sticks on me? No, I don't. Let me just make some sticks so that I can at least make a start on this, on adding levers to this place. Because the levers actually make a big difference, and I couldn't have this rail without this tunnel without them, you know? Like, they make a big difference to the shape, and I like it. So I'm gonna do it. Perfect. Alright. There we go. The sun is setting through my cave. That's funny. Nerp, 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 nerp. There we go. Put that in there. Put that in there. Getting a whole lot of torches back. Breaking up that rail. Chuck that in there. Stone in there. Get that wood back. You can go in there. Nope. You can go. Nope. You can go in there. And the levers can go in there. Perfect. And we'll add that to the other place. Alright. I'm going to end the stream here, guys. Jaguar just joined to say welcome to the stream. I'm out of here, bro. I've been building on the family realm with the wife and the boys. The world just hit 5 years and 6,000 days. That is awesome. That is awesome. I thought about making a mod for modern Minecraft that surgically removes specific things I dislike to bring back the beta design philosophy and like sprinting hoppers and villager trading. Yeah, you should definitely do it. Top speed of minecart is 8 blocks per second. If you were traveling 26,000 blocks season 1 on a minecart, it would take you over 54 minutes. Jesus Christ. Well, there's going to be an hour-long I'm going to do a stream, an hour-long stream where I just sit and ride the rail. That would be epic. Octoman just came in and out. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Laters. Thanks for coming to the stream.